So what is the best soprano sax to buy? Well, it's a question I've been getting a lot from our sax school members, so today I'm checking out 3 amazing choices from P Mauriat. We've got the mid-range Le Bravo, their vintage personified model, the System 76. Plus, if you like your sopranos bendy, we're looking at this. This is the curved version of the System 76. Wow, this is going to be a packed session. Let's get stuck in. Now, my mate Jim down at sax.co in London, he sent these sopranos up to me to test, and he was telling me that this unlacquered System 76 is like their most popular model. But I'm a big fan of an underdog, so I'm very excited to see how this Le Bravo compares. So let's get stuck in with that one first. By the way, if you want to check out how we're helping thousands of learners every day on soprano, but also alto and tenor and even bari sax, you can try Sax School for 14 days for free right now. There's a link to the free trial down below. So the Le Bravo from P Mauriat costs around £1,800. I tested the alto version of this recently and I was super impressed because it's got a real bright, punchy sound. They've got these nickel silver necks on it. Very, very cool. On the soprano, it's actually silver plated and you get a straight neck plus you get a curved neck. So some people prefer the angle of the curved neck. It's really a personal choice thing. For me, I'm really a straight soprano guy. The body of this is gold brass, and the keywork, I have to say, it really feels fantastic. So let's have a listen and see what it sounds like. Well, by the way, I'm using the same mouthpiece for all the tests today. So this is a bog standard Jody Jazz HR Star in a 7, and I'm using a Van Doren Blue Box size 3 reed. Oh, this is a really nice soprano to play. What do you think of the sound? There's a couple things though. I find these side keys really low. I like the top one here, this is great, but these ones, the B flat and the C, are so low I really have to change my hand position to be able to reach them. And it's the same for the palm keys here. For me, for my hands, I find it quite difficult. Easy to get the D, but the E flat and the E are just a little bit low for me. But overall, the keys feel really, really smooth. It's dead easy to get all the way down to low B flat. It really feels nice under your fingers. And I also noticed there's quite a lot of adjustment screws on here, which I really like. Moving on to the System 76, you can see there's quite a lot of differences in the keywork here, both in the shape of the keys and also in the way it feels. I mean, this really feels lovely and smooth under your fingers. P Mauriat says the bore is bigger on this soprano saxophone. I wonder if we'll be able to hear the difference in the sound. Now in this finish, the System 76 comes in at about £2,800, which is way cheaper than the comparable saxophones from Selmer or Yanagisawa or Yamaha. In fact, it's only about 2/3 the price of my 875 Yamaha soprano in black lacquer that I normally play. Now I really like the one-piece design of this System 76 as well. Somehow without the faffy necks moving around, all that kind of thing, it just feels a bit more connected. And also on this soprano, there's really something magical that's going on with the sound. Have a listen and see what you think. So what do you think about the sound? For me, there's something really cool going on with this soprano. There's a richness to it and a warmth. It just feels so lovely to play. You know, there's really nothing for me to dislike about this saxophone. Yeah, the side keys here I still find a little bit too low for me. But to be honest with you, it was so engaging once I started playing that I pretty much forgot all about that. And also, I really love the feel of the key work. I mean, I love the feel of the back thumb rest and little changes like the octave mechanism with this little indentation on there. Also, the high F sharp key feels great. Everything about it just feels really smooth. I love this saxophone. So if you decided between these two options yet, hold your horses because there's a third option I want to show you. So you'll most commonly see sopranos in a straight format, but you can also get them like this in a curved shape. So it's the same length of instrument, it's just curved, a little bit like an alto, except obviously the neck is at a different angle. Now, I've never really been a fan of curved sopranos because to me they always look a little bit like a toy, right? But I have to say, after playing this for a few days, I've really enjoyed it. A couple of things though struck me. First of all, I sort of expected to have my hands really close together and to feel a little bit trapped up as I'm playing it, but actually the distance between the right and the left hand is the same on this as it is on a straight soprano. And you don't need to use a neck strap, you can. With the neck strap I do feel a little bit trapped in. But the coolest thing about a curved soprano is because the bell bends up and faces up at you, you really can hear what's coming out of your saxophone really clearly. And I have to say, it's got a beautiful sound as well. So mechanically pretty similar to the straight System 76. This one is a little bit cheaper though at about £2,400. Let's see if we can hear a difference in the playtest. So both the Le Bravo and the straight System 76 come in this case. It's a really nice case, two strong handles, it's got big pockets on the front, and you've got backpack straps on the back too. Very, very nice. But check out the case for the curved System 76. This is extra special. Really nice big handles on it, big pocket on the front, but on the back, it's got an integrated rain cover. There's also access here for your headphones, and a massive pocket on the back which has got your backpack straps in as well. So which of these two is my favorite? Well, to be honest with you, it'd probably be the unlacquered System 76. I mean, there's something really special about this saxophone, the way it feels and the way it sounds. But listening back to the recordings, I tell you what, I am super impressed with this Le Bravo. I mean, for the money, I think it's such a great value saxophone. Surprising really, and it plays really, really well. So I think either would be a great choice. In fact, overall, testing the alto and the soprano saxophones from P Mauriat, I've been really impressed with all of them. So if you get a chance to check them out, I'd definitely suggest it. Now, whichever saxophone you choose, it's really important to remember that you must be prepared to spend some time to really get used to that saxophone, because it doesn't matter what price range you're buying in, every saxophone has got its quirks, whether that's a keywork thing or an intonation thing. So you need to spend a few weeks even of focused warm-up and technique practice to really dial in the saxophone, get used to it, and be able to get the best sound you possibly can out of your beautiful new saxophone. And the other thing I'd say is, if you get the chance, it's always best to go to somewhere like sax.co down in London, where you can try a whole range of different saxophones and get some great advice too, because that way you can find a saxophone that really speaks to you. What we're looking for is a saxophone which you absolutely want to pick up and play every single day. Well, there's just one thing left to do, and that is to listen to all of these saxophones side by side with the backing track so we can hear them in context. So have a listen now as we swap between all three of the saxophones, and let me know in a comment which one you think sounds the best to you.